Traveling to Egypt is now back to normal. People heading to the country will no longer have to worry about having negative PCR test results or showing proof of vaccination. The Egyptian cabinet took the landmark decision of lifting those requirements during its weekly meeting after reviewing the latest COVID-19 infection rates. They have been at their lowest figure since the global pandemic began over 2 years ago.
The decision was made after the recent drop in infection rates. The daily infections have decreased by more than 95%. The recovery rates exceeded 97%. This encouraged the health ministry to move forward with eliminating the tough measures it imposed, which affected everyone in Egypt.
Egypt's current vaccination rate played a major role in the decision by the Egyptian Higher Committee for Managing the COVID-19 pandemic to waive all those travel requirements. So far, 88 million doses have been administered and 36 million Egyptians are fully vaccinated. With more than 55 million COVID-19 jabs in reserves, Cairo has moved to shield its economy from the effects of pandemic control measures.
One of the main impacts that the Egyptian government is expecting to see is a rise in the number of tourists visiting the country. That will preserve many jobs in the tourism industry, which has been struggling from the COVID-19 pandemic's travel restrictions. That will directly benefit the Egyptian economy. Moreover, eliminating travel restrictions will facilitate the travel of businessmen to Egypt, which will encourage more investments here.
About 5 million Egyptians work in tourism-related services. The industry is one of the biggest contributors to the nation's GDP. Egypt began easing travel measures in April by cancelling the contact tracing form required for all inbound international travelers. It also restricted disinfecting airplanes to only when a positive COVID-19 case is found to have been on board a flight.
We now realize that COVID-19 will stay with us for many years to come, but it will be a seasonal flu, and we will get annual vaccines for it. So we must get used to that.
Besides lifting the requirements for travelers to show a negative PCR test result and a proof of vaccination, Egyptian airport authorities are also planning to eliminate masking regulations. The Egyptian Health Ministry is saying that Egypt is one of 38 countries worldwide that have eliminated travel requirements, a step many here hope would bring back life to normal in the country.